It's funny how the first week started, because I was just carrying on as usual. I was relaxing on the weekend, getting prepared for the next week, and then I felt burnt out. I was actually watching Vampire Diaries the entire weekend, and then Monday came around and I just did not feel like doing anything. So I ended up watching more Vampire Diaries for pretty much all of Monday, and that was it. I didn't really do anything else other than, of course, going to the bathroom, eating, all the important stuff. But I just discovered how truly burnt out I was, and so I just needed a break. There are periods of time where I question like the content I make and trying to balance between what I like, what other people like, what makes YouTube happy apparently. And sometimes, much like any other creator, it gets to your head and you overthink things a lot. And I think the reason why I got so burnt out is because I was overthinking those things so much. It happens. All the more reason to take a step back and take a break when you need it, which I did. The next couple of days, I did a lot of pacing, a lot of thinking, a lot of ruminating. It felt a lot like nothing. Even though I knew I wasn't doing nothing, I was actively thinking about a lot. I would say it was really helpful because I had a lot that I just really needed to think through and kind of recenter myself on, because part of why I got so burnt out is because I was thinking about so many things all the time, and it all just kind of got into just this jumbled ball of mess to a point where my brain just kind of went, had to hit the reset, need to reconfigure some things. Sometimes that's just what you gotta do, and it works, and it's okay to do it. And I think that's when I decided I need a break this week. No upload, which made me a little sad, but I knew it would help me better in the long run to just stop and reset. The next day, I did lots and lots and lots of laundry. Since I was allowing that space to tidy up and reconfigure a lot of things, I decided to do laundry because that was on my list and I was motivated enough to go do it. And I made some good progress. I got through a lot of jeans. That was a major focus, and just stuff that we needed, and it helped a lot. And along with that was some cleaning and organizing. Like, I'm pretty sure I cleaned the bathroom, I cleaned the kitchen a little bit. I'm a goober, so I didn't record any of that, but Thursday was a huge cleaning day, which this is my workspace. There are pros and cons to being a YouTuber, and that includes, working at home, which is nice, but if you don't keep it very clean, your mind tends to not stay very clean. So if the apartment gets cluttered, your mind tends to get cluttered. At least that's how it is for me. So I found that cleaning up and tidying, organizing really helped me. And then Friday through the weekend, I pretty much read, I did yoga. And what's nice is I haven't done yoga in a while, so using yoga as one of the ways to help me recenter myself really helped a lot, because I really like yoga. I like that it mixes some mindfulness but also movement, because those are always good things to practice. And because of that, I felt way more refreshed and I was ready for the next week. So the next day, as is usual with my Mondays, I did a lot of planning and organizing. Mondays are typically my days to, get together my video for the week, and I played some guitar, which was really fun. Just kind of played through some songs, trying to keep my chops up. It's raining. As well as filming TikToks and Reels, doing all the social media stuff. I was about to do dishes and dinner, where most of you know I cut my finger open with beans. Stupid beans. As you can see, I don't have my bandaging on anymore. It's still healing, but it's still a little tender. It's getting there. But yeah, that was a real rough day. If you haven't seen the video, by the way, it'll be linked up above. And that goes through the entire story of that whole night. But just to quickly recap, it was a really rough night. I was stupid and I was trying to open a can of beans. Didn't open quite right. Tried to open it more and use my hand like a big dum-dum. And I cut my finger. And we skipped dinner and we went to the ER and we were there till like midnight. That's when we got home, and I don't think I can look at beans the same way again, which is so sad because I used to really love beans. I mean, I still kind of do. Beans are tasty. You just can't trust me around cans of them, apparently. And I love that the rest of my day was not only normal, it was actually going really well. Like I was saying before, I was planning, I played my guitar a little bit, and yada yada yada, and then, no! Universe went, throw that out the window, defenestrate that, the vocab of the day, you're gonna have a non-working finger for the next, like, 2 weeks. As you can imagine, the rest of my week was highly impacted by my bandaged finger. My highly bandaged finger. So, the next day, I wasn't in as much pain, but, you know, I got 5 stitches on the tip of my finger, so it was a little tender. I started most of my days, like, redressing it, keeping it clean and dry and everything. I had to modify my exercising a lot during that week, which got super boring. I pretty much only did biking on our stationary bike for, like, the entire week. I didn't do a whole lot that day besides, well, I recorded the story on getting the stitches because I had to record that. What a ridiculous story. It's perfect for content. But yeah, that day was mostly kind of trying to take it easy, figure out how to go about my day with bandaged finger. Because a lot of things were hard. I had to, like, do most things with my left hand. I still can't believe I could have done dishes instead of get dinner started, and none of this would have happened. So that day was kind of forced chillness a little bit so I could be gentle with my hand. The next day, I got to work on some music, which was super exciting because I've been working on this particular song since right before we moved. And when we moved, I was having kind of a rough time adjusting, and my music was impacted by that because, you know, I have to be feeling inspired to be doing music, and so when I'm not feeling inspired, it's a little harder. But I was able to make some progress because thankfully, even though using my right hand, like, on the mouse was a little difficult, it wasn't too bad. I was able to work on music pretty good, as well as editing the video about the beans. I cleaned a little more because I just felt like cleaning. I was in the mood. If I remember right, I did a lot of dusting and I cleaned the kitchen, although the finger made everything much more difficult, as you can imagine. But I didn't want that stopping me, so I just kept going. But one of the highlights of my day was making a yummy oatmeal lunch. Next day I did more finger care, obviously. I worked on more music, which I was getting more and more excited about because I was getting closer. Because this song, like I was saying, I started it right before we moved, and then after we moved, I kind of struggled for a little while. I had just been putting off this song for so long, and I was finally actually making progress with it. And I did that along with more video editing to get my video done. One thing in particular that was annoying but then good about that day is that I really struggled with picking out an outfit. I just could not find something that made me feel good and looked good and everything. I put on this one dress, but then I'd second guess how good I looked in it, and so I'd put on something else, take that off because I didn't like it, put the dress back on, but then I didn't like it again, and then I'd just go back and forth like that I did that for like a solid couple of hours. I was getting so frustrated with it. But then I came to a point where I put the dress back on, and I was like, you know what? I can choose to feel good. Just as much as I can choose to not feel good, I can choose to feel good about how I look. Like, this is my brain here. I can choose what I think. And I'm glad I ended up wearing that dress because later that day, I got my hair cut. Especially with the haircut, I looked amazing and I felt so pretty and refreshed. And I'm so glad I ended up wearing that dress because it just really, everything really came together after I got my hair done, which is not surprising. That always seems to what it comes down to. I'm pretty sure that was one of the reasons I didn't like how I looked in the dress because my hair was, you know, I was trying to keep it down for the haircut and it was in my way, so it was bothering me. So I think no matter what I wore, my hair was gonna bug me. That was the highlight of that day, and I love that because I've been wanting to cut my hair for a while. I was considering growing it longer, but I just got so sick of it and decided, no, I'm over this, I need it cut. So it's really cool that the day started out being really frustrating because of the whole outfit thing, but then it ended fantastic. And a lot of that had to do with purposefully shifting my perspective. And so with the next day, I finished my editing, which was awesome for my video, not my music yet. And then I uploaded my beans video, which, you know, made me chuckle because the story is so ridiculous, but also made me feel good that I got a video out, even if it was at the expense of my pain. So that was a great accomplishment. I was super happy I was able to do that. Did some more light exercise, like I said, pretty much the whole week I did biking, which got a little boring, but you know, it was still something. Then I did some more yoga and then just kind of relaxed the rest of the night. We worked on our finances a little bit. I was on social media, kind of on and off because I try to relax on the weekend, but if I'm in the mood to do some work, then I do, but you know, again, I try to relax and not be such a workaholic. We did watch lots and lots of YouTube because YouTube is my happy place. Can you tell? And we did all of that and just kind of relaxed and did my usual weekend prep work, getting ready for the next week. So that was my impromptu self-care week and then my kind of chaotic but also kind of good week. It was kind of fun making this video. I hope you guys liked it. Please let me know if you did by liking the video, leaving comments of your thoughts. Let me know if you want me to do more vlogs like this, and if you're new here and haven't subscribed already, please do and hit that notification bell so you know when I've made a video and you can be the first to see it. I hope you're doing well, but if not, I hope this video brightened your day a little bit, and I appreciate you all very, very much, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!